We're here with head coach Mike Houston as we wrap up spring practice today with the spring game. And Coach, the defense wins at 58-39. You know, what are your first impressions from what you saw today?
Well, nobody got hurt, and we finished with a great day to round out our spring. So I'm really excited about the way we came out of spring ball. With spring scrimmages, usually when you end those, half your coaching staff is ticked off, half of them are really excited. So everybody knows which way that goes this year. But as the head coach, you know, I see so many good things coming out of the spring, and just excited about our program moving forward. Ready to get our freshmen in here this summer and kind of mesh them with our returners. Obviously, we've got a lot of work to do before the home opener, but we've come a long ways in the last month. Talk
about Gage Steele, really kind of spearheaded the defense to the win today, 14 tackles, and yeah, he played the way we know how he can play.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the Gage Steele that some of our fans and alums remember from his freshman year. I think he has the potential to be a dominant defensive player. He was today, and really shut down the run game inside the box. And I think our defensive front played very well today, which had something to do with that. So, I just think he's a great player. I'm glad I've got him for a year.
Brian Shore, he's the only scholarship quarterback back. Talk about your thoughts on him today.
I think he had a great spring. I thought today, he's probably a little restricted by the rules of the game. I threatened the officials that I didn't want anybody near him today. So, some of the quarterback run game that Brian will be very effective in, was not there today. And so that'll be something that, when we tee it up this fall, it'll definitely be there. But I think he's had a great spring, did a good job distributing the ball, all around, all throughout the spring. So, feel good about him going into the fall.
How did it finally feel to get out here in kind of a game mode with fans in the stands and sun, nice weather, and just play a good old-fashioned football game?
Well, it felt good, and it was a great day. We've got a lot of recruits here on campus today. We've got our signees here, so it's a good day for JMU football and a great day for our alumni and fans to kind of see a glimpse of what the 2016 Dukes are going to look like. So it's a good way to end the spring.
So now as we go into the off season before the preseason, it kind of moves really to strength and conditioning. Talk about what the focus is of these guys to really get them in shape and have them ready to go come August.
Well, we'll have testing this week coming up, and then some downtime during exams and between the sessions, and then Big John's, he's loaded up and ready to go with our summer lifting and running program. So that'll be a big point of emphasis, because we lost out on a lot of that with the transition and the time where we didn't have somebody in place and there wasn't a coach in place. So we look to make up for that lost time this summer, and I think that's going to be critical to us going into the season.
And just how proud are you of this team, in a coaching change to really just come out and they worked hard, really all spring long to cap it off with the spring game today?
Well, I think you look at our defensive improvement. That says a lot about the kind of young men we have, because that group was very motivated to improve on the performance of the last couple of seasons. I feel like we got a chance to be pretty good on offense, and defensively, those guys, they take a lot of pride, and they want to be part of the formula for success. And they've been so motivated and worked so hard all throughout the spring. They spend extra time in here watching film, making sure they understand the scheme. And that's just kind of the kids we have across the board, both sides of the ball, all throughout the program. They're great young men. They care about each other. They care about being the best that they can be. So I'm a really fortunate coach to have this group.